Welcome back to the channel. My name is James, and I'm the lead coach for the Endeavour Network. And today we're continuing and concluding our 10 Essentials for Selling Big Coaching Uncut series. Coaching Uncut is just simply casual commentary on some of the social media posts that I've been making in the last few weeks. So today, let's talk about qualifying. Well, in sales language, qualifying is basically making competent or fit for a position or purpose, assessing risk or benefit for compatibility. So what are you trying to do here? You're trying to make sure that your client or your potential client actually is matched up with your product or service. Are they going to be a good person? So, a good fit is what I'm trying to say. So, in qualifying, again, we go through this in our sales course, but let me just give you a brief breakdown. What makes a good person or a good potential client? Break it down to 4 basic foundations. Are they intelligent? Now, before you think that that's an insult, just hear me out. What intelligence means is, do they have the capacity? Do you see or can you assess they have the capacity to make the right decisions? Or do they have the position of authority to make those decisions? So are they the decision maker? And do they have enough comprehension of what you're presenting to be able to field good questions back at you for clarification and advancement in the sale process? So are they intelligent? Are they responsible? So again, I guess I draw back to are they the one that can make the decision? But also, do you see that they display a certain sense of moral responsibility over the issue, whether it's buying a product, like buying a new car? Do they understand why they're buying the new car? Can they explain that to you? Because that actually helps you. It helps you actually, secure the sale later on down the line. So being responsible, being the one that manages the money, they can pay for it. They're the ones that are showing that aspect. So are they intelligent? Are they responsible? Are they able to pay? So qualifying means, do they have the finances that you are requiring in order to procure that service or product? So whatever that may look like in whatever industry. And then last but not least is your product relevant to them? Do they have a relevant need for it? Because you can sell a luxury or you can sell a necessity. Or somewhere in between there, you got to be able to decipher what is the bottom line motivation there, and or are you trying to sell something to somebody that they just don't need? You may run into some major objections along the line. Anyway, so the question might be, why did I lose the sale? Why am I losing the sale? Well, I would pull you back into your qualifying process. And really what it means here is analyze the quality of your interaction. Did you feel that you had some good chemistry there? Was there lots of positivity? What are the kinds of questions that you employed? Did you focus on open-ended questions that require a story, or did you just yes, no, yes, no? But at the same time, understand the balance. I've seen salespeople just line drive for a decision by going, do you want this or this? Do you want that or that? Do you want those or those? And the person's just like, so they're overwhelmed. So you need to pace your conversation really well, understand the kinds of questions that you are employing, and, what's the genuine interest that you're displaying in their needs. Is this conversation more about them and where they're at, or is it more about you and what you want? You have to kind of be able to get outside yourself and conduct a reasonably calm and good etiquette filled conversation. You don't need to talk to people about your addictions or how they're helping you recover from addiction by buying this. You don't need to pity sell. Did you build your conversation on agreement as opposed to bulldozing your way to the decision? And of course, it creates buyer's remorse. So learn to qualify. Again, in the workshop, we actually go through a lot of that in much more detail. So let's move on to our conclusion. 10, distinction. We're going to conclude now by challenging you, the listener, to make personal internal choices to become better. Get bigger in your way of seeing things, in a sense of, I want to be something more than what I was yesterday. What is distinction? Well, it's defined as the fact of being different, prominent, and remarkable. We've heard that term in this series a couple times. So the question could be, how can I be different in a world that is crowded and noisy like this? What can I do to differentiate myself, which is a number one encouragement for building your business reputation? And I've wrote here the answer that it's not always what you're doing that makes you different, but it may be how you're doing it. It's the experience that is imprinted upon people's memory. I may go and buy a computer monitor like I have in front of me, and the reason why I would go back to the same place is not because the computer monitor had, I'll buy the same computer monitor if it's good quality, but why would I go back to the same place to buy it? It's because of the experience. So you want to keep that in mind. So to become remarkable is to conduct yourself in a way that is worthy of remark, which means referrals. So you have to remember that when you're in a people business, you're selling something or you're selling a service, a solution, it's imprinting upon the psyche, the relationship between you and that other person. That's what's going to give you staying power in the business in the long term. So you can have a savvy business model. You can know everything you need to know about running a business, but if you do not develop your skills at working with people, your patience levels, your communication, style, and of course your attitude and etiquette, and then your ethics. If you can't develop those, you're going to have a hard time of it. So I thank you for your time, and I appreciate doing this series with you. Again, this is based on our workshop, and it is a 2-day workshop, and we can do it in small groups. But if you would like to have more information, I'm going to send a link here in the video, and you can easily connect up with me personally, and you can field all the questions you want. I'd be happy to answer those questions if I can. And then if this program is right for you, then we can move forward. So thank you for your time and attention. I hope that you've gotten something really good about out of 10 essentials for selling big. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next series.